This is a great setup here.
Yeah, it's fun. How's your putting?
It's in transition.
Well, like everybody else, I've tried all kinds of, putting styles, but, it comes back to just, consistency, trying to hit it. All right. Thank you very much for coming. You're up.
Annika, thank you so much for being with us today. You've had such an incredible career. 90 worldwide wins, 72 wins on the LPGA, 11 majors, 8 Rolex Players of the Year, 6 VAR trophies for lowest average scoring. Mm-hmm. Unbelievable. Congratulations on an incredible career. I want to roll the clock back and, where did it start? Tell us about the sort of early days growing up and some of the early influences in your life.
Well, first of all, thank you, Lawrence, for having me. I am happy to share a little bit about my childhood, and I'm from Stockholm, Sweden. There is an accent somewhere. Just my parents were into different kinds of sports. My mom was, she had a little track and field. My dad did a lot of handball, but I was introduced to the sport early. Really wasn't that interested. I felt like it was a slow sport. I wanted a little bit more action because I played soccer, I played tennis, I did downhill skiing. I mean, everything, pretty much with the ball I've done. So, but golf was a place where we would go out as a family. I would get ice cream. I have a younger sister when we would pull carts and just kind of hang out. But I wasn't really interested in playing the sport. But going to school, I started to be a chemical engineer, and I realized that that's probably not something I wanted to do. So I took my golf a little bit more seriously. I quit all the other sports at the age of 16 and just told my dad, I just want to try golf. And it's amazing how much better you get when you focus on one sport than trying to do all the other sports. And then I was lucky to get a scholarship to University of Arizona. I was 19 then, and then literally got on a plane, 2 suitcases and a golf bag, and here I am.
What was it like to move to the U.S., and was there a sort of an adjustment period? But I think you won your freshman year NCAA
I did,
championship.
Yeah.
So I guess there wasn't much of an adjustment.
Coming to America and Tucson especially, I mean, it was golf 24/7. I mean, there was beautiful weather, beautiful golf courses, great competition. And so I got to play, so much more. I went to school in the morning, and afternoon it was, out to the course, practice. So I practiced a lot, and I got better and better.
Though I also think that a lot of people probably don't realize that you were actually pretty shy growing up. As a younger golfer, because of your shyness, you would miss putts late in a round to avoid having to give the victory speech. How did you clearly got over that in spades. How did you tackle that?
So junior golf in Sweden, they always want the winner to just give some winning remarks. I mean, very simple, but still it just terrified me. It made me really nervous to be in front of my peers and the parents and, the club officials or whatever. So I figured, if I miss a few shots coming down the stretch, I'll still get a prize if you finish second or third. I never really shared it with my parents until they were always wondering, like, what's up with our girl? Why is she messing up? She's playing so solid for 16 holes, and then the wheels come off. And so what they did is they decided, or they called it the following tournament, and they talked to the tournament director, and they said, hey, can you just make sure Annika says something? And I said, well, I didn't win, so I don't have to give a winning speech. And they said, we know, but we like to hear from you. And you can imagine the panic I had. And my dad said, just grab your 7-iron, squeeze it as hard as you want, and just say something like, I'd rather have my clubs do the talking. And so I did, and that was then I realized that was it. Like, why have I had this fear of this thing? And then that's kind of broke the ice for me. And since then, I haven't really missed on purpose.
Yeah, well, you haven't missed general. So when did you get the sense that there was something really special happening in your golf game?
Well, I mean, I never really thought about that is because it's, when it's you, I just wanted to be a good player. I just wanted to be, I really wanted to know how good can I get? I wanted to reach my full potential. I knew I've done statistics pretty much my whole life. My dad, he would send me to computer camps in the summer where I'd rather be outside playing golf, but he said, I want you to learn this computer thing because this is going to be the future. So I would write DOS programs in my computer class, and everybody was writing video games. And I remember I created a spreadsheet. I literally had to write it from the beginning before you could buy the software. And I started to track my scores, just very basics, of course. But It was, score and then par and then, how many fairways, how many greens, So then I got kind of interested in, and I still analyzed my game from the very beginning. I started in 86, 87 when I was 16, 17 years old, and I've kept track since then. And so it was like, because I'm a number person, so it's like, well, that's kind of how I gauged my game. So that was how I motivated myself to get better. And then I put a plan together. If I lead in every category, I don't think anybody can beat me. So I had these internal motivators that pushed me. And I kind of enjoyed that journey to see if I could do it or not.